Good morning, folks. This is Mr. Dan coming to you from the landscape design classroom, and today I'm going to talk to you about dynamics of color and floral design. So our main idea here, how does the use of color affect floral design? So if we take a look at the picture at the bottom of the screen here, we have a Christmas arrangement utilizing 3 separate Christmas colors with a light green, dark green, and a red. To make a nice flowing arrangement that also uses uses candles and ornaments as accessories. So let's talk about the importance of color. A very important element in floral design, positive or negative color perceptions. Factors to consider here are the customer's likes and dislikes, the person receiving the arrangement, occasion or reason for purchase, and cultural values. So whenever you're talking with your customer, you want to know exactly how they're feeling towards the arrangement that they're probably giving to somebody else and kind of giving an idea of how that person's going to feel when they get the arrangement. So you can have ultimate creativity here, but make sure you are listening to your customer. Now, emotions and colors. Let's talk about color and mood. Psychology of color, the study of how people react to color based on background, where they live, personality. Favorite colors are often evident in a person's closet and decorating choices. One of the things I always ask my customers is about their favorite colors or the favorite colors of the customer that they are going to be creating for, or we're going to be creating for. So some possible color reactions. Outgoing people may be attracted to the warm colors of red, orange, and yellow. Private people may be attracted to the cool colors of green, blue, and violet. Some colors are calming for prisons, which would be pink. And some colors make people eat more quickly, such as red. So colors can be used to create a mood. So like I said, a lot of this will come from the feedback of your customer. So some color associations, white for weddings, snow, purity, and elegance. Black for Halloween, death, classic elegance, and somberness. Red, love, warmth, passion, Valentine's Day. Pink, feminine, youthful. Orange, pumpkins, Halloween, autumn, warmth, energy. Yellow for happy spring friendship. Green for St. Patrick's Day, nature, and good fortune. Blue for water, calming, masculine. And violet for royalty and ceremony. And we also have a few more here. So some special colors. Green is considered neutral in a floral design if used only in foliage. White light, the presence of all colors. And black is the absence of color. So let's take a look at a color wheel. So let's talk about hue a little bit. It's another name for any color in its purest form. Nothing added, no white, gray, or black. And what is a color wheel exactly? Well, it's kind of like taking a look at a rainbow. You're going to see the variety of color going around. And it's kind of like a little bit of circle of life I talk about with going from one color to the next and eventually comes back around. So color wheel is a tool used to understand and describe color use, a visual representation of color theory, colors around a circle in a consistent order, and all the visible light spectrum colors found in a prism or a rainbow, like I was saying. So our primary colors, colors that cannot be made from mixing any other combination of colors. These would be yellow, red, yellow, and blue hues. Our secondary colors here, they're going to be mixed from 2 primary colors in specific combinations. Those would be the orange, which is red and yellow hues, green, which is yellow and blue hues together, and violet, which would be blue and red hues put together. So some tertiary colors are also called intermediate colors, created by mixing primary colors with secondary colors next to them in equal amounts. So 2-word names, you have red orange, yellow green, blue violet, and red violet. So chroma and value, definition here, chroma, how bright or dull color is, and determined by the amount of pigment in an object. And value, which is how light or dark a color is after white, black, or gray has been added. Lightened by adding white, darkened by adding gray, and muted by adding gray. So let's take a look at some tints, tones, and shades. So more colors by adding black, white, or gray. Hue, which is going to be the pure color, nothing added. Tint, which would be color plus white. tone, which would be color plus gray, and shade, which would be color plus black. So moving into harmonies, what is a color harmony? It's a way to identify pleasing arrangements of color combinations in floral designs. And monochromatic color harmony, which mono meaning one, uses one hue and its variation in tint, tone, and shade. Textures, forms, and one dominant value can create interest. Choose flowers with interesting shapes. So analogous color harmony, this would be colors close to the wheel color, or colors close to the color wheel, often within a 90-degree angle. So one dominant primary color doesn't go to the other side of the color. So if we take a look at the bottom chart here, if we have colors that are orange in here, typically they're not going to be dark. You're not going to see any dark blue hues. Just as if you had a dark blue hue you were using, you wouldn't really see any orange or yellow in that. So one dominant primary color, a second supporting color, and a third accent color. So typically you're going to see, if you're using orange, you're going to see a yellow, orange, and then yellow in that. So complementary color harmony, two colors directly opposite on the wheel. So as we were talking about only being like yellows with yellow oranges and all that, this is where you can be completely different. So if you have a blue, you're going to complement it with a orange. If you have a red, you're going to complement it with a green. So this is two colors directly opposite on the color wheel. Contrast a warm and cool color, dramatic impact and emphasis, and tints and shades as accents. Split complementary harmony. This is one color plus the two colors on either side of its complementary color. So if you have a green as shown below, your complementary color would be a pink or red. So you're going to, if you're looking at that pink spectrum, you're going to probably have a purple or violet and a red hue in there. So if we take a look at our picture down here on the bottom, you have your green hues, you have some violet hues, and then you have some red hues. So one color is going to be emphasized, two colors are going to be complements. So green is definitely the main color here, and it's being complemented by blue and red, or purple and red. Triadic color harmony, this uses three colors equally spaced on the color wheel, one dominant color, two accent colors. So we have yellow, blue, and red on here. So if we move that over one slot to the left on each one, we would have green, dark blue, and a red orange. Polychromatic color harmony, this uses three or more unrelated colors. Choose shades and tints that are pleasing together, and one color could dominate. So what I would stress here is before you start getting into any polychromatic colors, practice with your other color variations first, because you can definitely make a design very ugly if you don't understand what you're doing. There's a lot of different flowers out there, so make sure you're researching the flowers that you're using and you're using different textures. This is all stuff we've gone through in our past lectures, but just to make you aware, practice the other color harmonies first before you just start throwing the kitchen sink in there. So the bottom line here is the color wheel can be a useful tool in choosing and combining colors in a floral design. For beginners, I definitely recommend using the color wheel, doing complementaries, and then moving up from there. So that is the end of my lecture. If you have any questions at all, you can reach me down in the landscape design classroom, but I appreciate your time, folks. Have a great day.